Welcome to Digital Champions TV, where we get insights from emerging leaders in advertising and marketing. I'm Greg Kirkham, and today we're diving into the unique world of fractional CMO services with Kellene Vaile, the founder and fractional CMO and CRO of Invictus CMO, based in Westerville, Ohio. Welcome to the show, Kellene.
Hi.
Now, Kellene, I've got to know more. I was in the fractional CMO world for about 16 years. I know how difficult it can be, but how wonderful and fulfilling it can be too. Tell us a little bit about your start and where you came up with Invictus CMO.
Well, I've been in it about 15 years now, unless you want to go back to when I was 13 years old and started in advertising.
Well, that's a lot of experience.
That's a lot of experience. Yeah, Invictus means victory or return. So I had gotten into marketing. I was in sales for 25 years as well. And it was just a nice turnaround to come back into the marketing world. And like you mentioned, I love the fractional world.
Awesome. Now, you touched on when you were 13 getting into advertising and whatnot. How has that impacted how you run your business now and how you work with your clients?
I'm very systems oriented. I learned to do things the right way at a very young age. I had really great mentors. And so the systems oriented so that nothing gets missed has been very helpful with the clients.
Yeah, finding great mentors and then also finding a process that works for you and works for your clients is huge. So that's fantastic. Have you had the opportunity to be able to mentor other people now that you've been able to get to this point?
I have, but now that you say that, I'm thinking I haven't done so lately, and I need to get back to that because, that's part of the giving back, and I think that's important.
Yeah, even though you haven't been able to do it lately, what piece of advice would you offer somebody that's starting fresh in the world of marketing and advertising? What's the one thing that you would recommend to them?
Not to undersell themselves, because they have an expertise that's necessary, that's needed by the people that come to them. And their pricing is marketing in and of itself. And they can give themselves a bad impression by pricing themselves too low.
Yeah, it's interesting how that mix can happen, right? If it's too low, then it kind of comes off a little cheap. If it comes off too high, then maybe you're niching yourself into a particular category, which isn't a bad thing. So if somebody were considering your services versus hiring an internal CMO or an internal team, what's your main differentiator between the two that you would tell them sets you apart?
Well, the main differentiator with any fractional executive is you're going to save between 50 to 70% on labor costs. Nationwide, according to salary.com, for a CMO, you're looking at about $330,000 with benefits and perks. Whereas I'm not even close to that, even on the most difficult intricate client. I'd be well below that on a monthly basis. Our company does something unusual in that we specialize in lead generation. I'm an SEO expert. I can get my clients guaranteed on page 1 of Google and they will stay there. So it's a one-time investment and I get to leave a legacy of success behind me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Kellene, for sharing your insights with us today. And to connect with Invictus CMO and learn more about Kellene Vaile's work, visit digitalchampionstv.com.